The Performance Model 3 gets a huge price drop, we get details on Fremont's safety record, and 2 new features went out to the world. This is Tesla Tidbits episode number 464 for October 29th, 2018. The lead story this week comes from the Design Center, and if you're in the market for a Performance Model 3, you're going to love this. Tesla has admittedly been playing around with how the Performance Model 3 is available and priced, and in a move that would seem to solidify this, has made the Performance Upgrade package standard and is leaving the added option costs behind. This allows you to get the best of the best Model 3 for $5,000 less than it previously cost. Some folks, understandably, were less than pleased with this, having paid more for the option. Elon had a solution here too. From his Twitter feed, quote, "We will just offer those who ordered and bought the 3P either $5,000 back or free lifetime supercharging," end quote. This is pretty generous in my book, and in fact opens another can of worms, as the folks that didn't order the Performance Upgrades package because it was previously too expensive now have a beef that they should also get the upgrade, since the people that did are getting a discount. No matter what, someone's getting hosed here. In my book, Elon should just have left this one be. While I can appreciate the folks that are upset, we all know that there's a bit of buyer beware with Tesla, and at any time, prices can change in either direction. In any case, the new reality is that the base price of a Performance Model 3 is $64,000 US. If you're in the market, there's never been a better time to buy. We move now to the Tesla blog, where they've released some further info on safety. This was actually covered during the earnings call as well, but with all the other content from the call, it got left on the cutting room floor. Fortunately, Tesla followed up with additional info, and we still get to cover it. The item jumping off the page is the result of the California Occupational Safety and Health Administration investigation. You'll remember long ago a lot of hand-wringing from certain media outlets that Tesla was hiding injuries or not reporting injuries, or pick your negative safety item here. Turns out, none of this was remotely true. Cal OSHA's report, after an extensive 4-month investigation, including multiple on-site visits and documentation requests, turned up exactly 2 findings. One was an extension cord that was a trip hazard, and the other was a clerical error of when a single incident was reported. Both were corrected immediately. Apart from this, Tesla was hard at work making the plant safer to prevent incidents, as well as providing facilities to address any incidents that did happen. Tesla implemented a new health clinic within the factory, which is overseen by a surgeon specializing in the diagnosis and treatment of musculoskeletal injuries, which is the most common injury at the factory. Even contract employees can use the clinic, provided their employer adds the clinic as a clinic provider, which is required by law. The company has launched an early symptom intervention program that is sending independent professional athletic trainers out to the assembly lines as well to evaluate the possibility of injuries before they occur and making changes as necessary. Finally, they've asked the employees to get involved, launching what they call the Find It, Fix It program, encouraging and rewarding employees that speak up when they see a safety risk, and asking them also to be a part of the solution to resolve it. As a result of these changes, the injury rate continues to decline, and that's good news for everybody. Lastly, this episode, we end with the rollout of 2 features, one hotly anticipated and the other a stealth launch. Elon let all you AP2 owners know on Friday night that Navigate on Autopilot has been released to the world. So if you've been sitting on a firmware update, maybe you should go and apply that bad boy. The other one is reported courtesy of Electrek, and it's definitely one that I'd be welcoming. Model 3 owners taking the 2018.42.x update will notice that their regenerative braking force has increased. Per the release notes, quote, Model 3 regenerative braking force has been increased to improve the driving experience and increase how much energy is actively returned to the battery when slowing down, end quote. Feel free to drop me a line and let me know if you feel a huge difference or not. Check out the links to the full stories in the show description. While you're at it, please consider supporting the show financially through Patreon at patreon.com/Tesla Tidbits. We've got 2 new folks supporting the show, one anonymous, and Amanda Wust Camerata, whose name I've probably just hacked up. Amanda, please feel free to write and correct me. I'll get you pronounced properly. Thanks also, as always, to our super patrons out there supporting the show at the $10 plus level. They are John Waltower, Drew Schuyler, John Waller, Mark and Sarah Thomas, Ryan Scarborough, Lee Sweet, William Henry Crew III, Dorian Steve Guberman, Bruno Kundici, Joey Boots, Ralph and Cheryl Waterhouse, Adam Rammer Brown, Megawatt Photovoltaic Development, Todd Sullivan, Robert Healy, Mitch Long, Zortec LED Canada, Morvin Ogg, Blake Thompson, Raymond and Deborah Malkowitz, T Sportline, Michael Pastroni, and Travis and Cheyenne Rush. If you're looking to purchase a Tesla, you can enjoy unlimited supercharging for your first 6 months of ownership and hook me up with some Tesla swag if you use the referral link ts.la/Jim50888 to purchase your vehicle. Of course, if you can't support with dollars, that's quite all right. Feel free to leave a positive review, subscribe, or like the show on your platform of choice instead. If you have feedback for me, the best way to be heard is to tweet at Tesla Tidbits and use the hashtag AskTeslaTidbits if you'd like your question to be considered for the show. One last bit of housekeeping. You all gave me tremendous feedback for the earnings call episode. That will definitely be the way I cover earnings calls going forward, and based on that feedback, where appropriate, I'll be including other audio in the show for non-earnings episodes as well. Thank you so much for your feedback and support. I'll see everyone back here again on Wednesday. Until then, keep it charged and hit the road.